You the last responsible for that commotion upstairs? Aye, word travels fast in White Brim Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillamont's mind? If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail. Wouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy and Danapin Pass? And take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. I don't want to eat this. I don't want to eat something that needs to have its mucus glands clogged up in order to kill it. I think it's kind of disgusting. Who designed the food over there? I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised considering cow tongue is like a delicacy in Japan and this is a game made from Japan, but woof, still, woof. So I'm thinking maybe I got the quest order mixed up, but I could have sworn that right at the beginning, when you get done talking to Drillamont and Alpino is like, we need to do everything we can to make friends. Then that soldier right behind in the corner was like, oh, well, if you want to make friends, I'm gonna do this fate too. Not as good as the coin purse guy, but still pretty good. I'm pretty sure that he was like, if you want to impress him, then you should kill a bunch of these crocodiles. Which the crocodiles were all the way over in Camp Dragonhead, in front of Camp Dragonhead. So it was quite a run. And that may be why they took it out. But if I'm right, and they took it out, then I'll just go ahead and tell you that you get done killing the crocodiles, and then you come back and report that you killed the crocodiles, and he's like, why are you doing that? I told so-and-so to do that like a week ago, and so-and-so is the guy that told you to go do it. So basically he got you to go do his job for him. And then they're like, you killing some random crocodiles is not going to be enough to impress me, buddy. And then you go downstairs and they're like, hey, why don't you try making some food for everybody? And you're like, okay. And then you'll do this quest of get the mud puppy tail, and then there'll be another one right after it. I'm not going to tell you what that one is in case it's still in the game. So they may have just cut that one step out, which is fine. I'm down for that. Yeah. How am I doing on seals, by the way? Oh, I got plenty of... Okay, good. I don't want to run out of seal space. Alright, now we're going to kill this mud puppy. Mud puppy! Make sure you use the vinegar. Basically, if you don't use the vinegar on him, he takes like no damage. You'll be here for an hour trying to kill him. I'm not eating that. I don't care how well they cook it. I'm not eating it. That's like when they try to feed you snails or calf brain or calf tongue or fish eggs, and they're like, no, this is like high quality stuff. Like this is the bomb diggity. Like only really rich people ever get a chance to take. You should try it. This is like super rare delicacy. I'm like, it's fish eggs. No, I don't want them. I don't want the cow's tongue. There's a whole cow you could have made into food. Why are you choosing to make the tongue? Yuck. Cow's tongue is like a real delicacy in Japan. It's like a real thing. It's even got a name. I think it's gyoza? I don't know. It was in Persona. We played it a while back and I was like disgusted by it then too, because they don't just make the into steaks. They like make it into everything. Like you can get it as ice cream. It didn't work. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh yeah? Here you go. Oh dear, remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this and voila. Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. Here's your disgusting mud puppy. You there, lass. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with the steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. You're welcome. Here you go. You have some delicious, gross, mucus-lined mud puppy. Mwahaha! Yes, yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men, and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Well fed and eager to not work, as it should be. We ought at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Well, here you go. You have some slime-encrusted mud puppy. Is that a fresh cooked steak? Hellon's blessings be upon you, friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Yeah, you're welcome. I'll get you some Pepto next. Some Pepto-Bismol for that delicious mud puppy meat. Ever must we train to maintain our skilled arms, yet never are we to receive proper subsistence. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? But I've forgotten about the hard-working Cherugans at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking the steak to Sonoda? She is doubtlessly so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. Okay, so the next part of the quest line is probably it. So they just really skipped the one where you have to go kill the crocodiles, which is fine by me. Fine by me. If I'm right, I think this guy's got the next quest after this. Beg your pardon, madam, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Oh, you're gonna eat some gosh darn steak, lady. Is that? Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. You're welcome for that delicious steak yumminess. Oh, Sid's got the quest, okay. Might I have a word with you, Sophie? It concerns the Cherugans. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So, I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice spirits. Only 3, this used to be like 6. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemic mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. So yeah, they just cut the part out where you kill the crocodiles, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Alright, we need to go kill some ice shardy thingamajigs. Good news is they're like literally right here. You don't even have to travel to get them. I'm so talkative. Where to go? Is it bad that I'm not talking because like the only thing I was thinking of were puns, and I was like, I don't want to say a bunch of puns again. If I sit here and make jokes like that, you guys will give me the cold shoulder and stop watching the videos. Nope, no more puns until hell freezes over. I'm done. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. What an amazing device! But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen this like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Ware thee the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francois's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Before we can persuade Lord Drillamont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Corthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrim Front? Share your findings with Alpanode in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Inquisitor Guillaume? Yes, of course I know him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guillaume rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, madam, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Inquisitor Guillemey? I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witch Drop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Under Inquisitor Guillemey's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a godly, righteous man to protect us. Perhaps. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halloween's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Ugh. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect that he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Sophie. Mayhaps they will provide insight into Inquisitor Guillemey's motivations. Okay. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he felt chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in White Brim Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by Eastern Gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of Eastern Gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Gillot is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on the mystery? So this would be the Eastern Gate. And there is nothing from the Eastern Gate except this big drop down, so let's start walking. Or I guess chocoboing. Aha, what do we have here? kind of creepy that there's like something cradled in this dragon skeleton. What the what? This is not good. That was definitely the body of Inspector Gimme. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Gimme. Newly come to Corthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of palpable appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Sophie, before he learns that his deception has been discovered.